What's up, everybody? My name is Josh LaFleur from Late Star Piano. Today I'm going to tell you what you need to do if you feel like you don't have any time to actually practice playing the piano. So first of all, if your goal is to practice the piano, then if that's truly your goal and that's what you want to do, you need to make it a priority. So I understand, especially if you are an adult and you have a lot of other responsibilities that you need to take care of. Maybe you have a family, you have kids, you have a full-time job, you have some community project that you're involved in, or whatever it is, dropping your kids off at school, all that stuff. It can be really difficult to actually find time to practice. But if the piano is important enough to you and it is a priority in your life, then you need to find time for it. So the first thing I would recommend to you, is that you play the piano first thing in the morning. So if you have a 9 to 5 job, your typical 9 to 5 job, let's say you have to be in the office at 9. So let's say you have to leave at 8:30, whatever. You have to get up at 7:30, let's say, to get ready, leave for work by 8:30, in the office by 9. This is just an example. You want to obviously change it to whatever fits your actual schedule. But so you need to be up by or getting ready by 7:30. So let's say you get up at 7 normally. So what you would do in this case is get up at 6. Get up an hour earlier or a half hour earlier. Get up immediately, sit down. When the house is quiet, the kids are still sleeping, your spouse is still sleeping, whatever. You don't have all the demands of life on you at that time. You have that initial wake up time to just have for yourself. So you don't have to worry about looking at your work emails. You're not actually working. You don't have to cook breakfast for your kids, whatever it is. That time is just for you. That is really the time that you need to take advantage of and make sure that you're actually playing the piano at that time. So I would, whatever your schedule is, if you want to practice an hour a day, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, add that time, play the piano in the morning. That way it gets done immediately. Whatever happens later on, if you have to stay at work later, if you have to pick up a sick kid from school, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You're not now missing a day of practice because you already did it in the morning. So that's the first big thing I would say, is just get the piano playing done in the morning before all of your other schedules, other needs, obligations begin. Another thing you want to do is have what you want to practice already laid out. So you don't want to be getting up early before work and then you're at the piano and you're wasting time. You don't know what to practice. You're kind of just playing the piano instead of practicing. Have your practice routine laid out. So if you have your technique, then you have your repertoire pieces, and then you have some sight reading challenges that you want to work on. Have that all laid out beforehand. So you know that the full 30 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever you're using, every part of that 20 minutes is laid out in full, and you know exactly what you're doing for that time. So none of that 20 minutes that is yours, that's dedicated to practice, gets wasted. You want to make sure you're using all that time efficiently and in the best way possible to make sure you are progressing at the piano the way you want to. Another thing is you need to set boundaries around your practice time. So if your spouse needs you to do something in the morning, if your kids get sick, your boss asks you to do something, whatever it is, you need to set boundaries, saying, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., this is my time. I need to do things that I need to get done for me personally. Don't let anybody distract you from that. Don't be talking to friends. Don't be on social media, letting social media take that time away from you. Don't be watching some highlights of a football game, basketball game on YouTube, whatever it is. Make sure that you're staying disciplined enough that you're not letting anything outside hinder your practice time and take that time away from you. So those are the big three things. You want to get up early. Make sure you prioritize that. You can get up early. You want your practice routine scheduled, and you want to set boundaries so that time you have to practice is yours, and you are completely focused, completely locked in. Nothing is there to distract you. So if you're short on time on the piano, all those three things, implement them right now, and you will find the time that you need to practice. Hope that helps. Again, my name is Josh with Late Star Piano.